Welcome back to another video. Don't make me laugh. I can't really laugh. So I'm sure you'll remember a few months ago I said how I took you along, I had an appointment with a specialist. I had to get this lump removed in my mouth. It's just like it's called a mucus cyst from biting my lip in the gym. It's been there for about a year and a half. But basically, it wouldn't go away without surgery. Anyway, yesterday, I finally got that surgery, but it's blown up and I can barely talk. So, really, but that's a side point. That's just explaining why the hell my face looks this good. But more of a note is I have a coach, which I know I talked briefly to you as well about before I went to Japan, but I wanted to just take you through that a little bit more, what it looks like, what my training looks like, and where I'm at right now, which, judging off this face, is a good metaphor for where my training's at right now. So this is just going to be a little vlog. I'll take you along and we'll have some yarns, and hopefully you'll get a better idea of the not ideal situation I'm in. But that's what this video as well is about you get good highs, lows, and that's what I'm here to share, and that's what I'm here to show, so that when the highs come, you see why I'm so stoked. All right, I need to make a choff because I can't say F's. I had to fast yesterday. And then by the time I got back from the hospital and stuff, it was 4 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock, and then it was oh, do I really want to have a coffee and then kind of stay up? And I got a full general anaesthetic. My face. I had a full general anaesthetic, which was good. Thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, and I'll put a clip in here of me straight after. I was clearly all with it. Oh, miss my coffee. So I'm sure you've all gone and watched the Japan video. My trip to Japan was bloody awesome. I had an absolute great time. Yeah, it was, and the surprise really got pulled off well. So it worked out really, really well. And yeah, absolutely in love with Japan. Super keen to go back. Does anyone else have a favourite coffee cup like me? I really like these thin ones from Kmart at the moment. That's my go-to. I got every kind of sort. Thick, fat, everything you could want. Whoa, what do we got? We got a good pour, hopefully. Come on. Oh, it's nice and dark. That's good. Oh yes, looking good to me, Corey. Last night, Ruby made me promise that I wouldn't go out riding today. Now, the word go out indicates outside, so I agreed to the promise and said, I promise I won't go out riding. But what we will do is get on the trainer. I just want to do a few hours. I feel fine. It's just more the general anaesthetic just wearing off. So I feel fine. Jump on. Hopefully do 3 hours this hour on the trainer. But other than that, my work cancelled as well today, which is good because I don't know what the hell I would do with trying to talk looking like this. So a nice cruisy day. Also, it's really annoying not being able to eat properly. just like have soup and stuff because I can't really like chew. And so for breakfast, I think I'm just going to make some scrambled eggs and just eat like a bowl of the scrambled eggs. Just nice and soft. Ah. Here we go. Whoa. The good gear. That's right. Spoiled it trying to look fancy. Oh yeah. Gotta like drink out this side of my mouth. Oh, good to have a choff crew. Alright, so let me show you my choff a bit more. Gosh, I love that coffee machine. I have a friend, or actually it's a Strava follower that I have that we linked up way back. He works for Breville, and so he got me like half price on that coffee machine years ago. Oh, but the problem is I can't go back now. Like, I just love it. So whatever you're doing, kick back, crew, or keep pedaling your trainer, whatever you do, I'm just gonna sit here and I wrote down some notes to help guide what I wanted to tell you so I don't just ramble too much. But yeah, I'm just gonna explain to you a bit more about my coaching situation, and then I'm gonna give you a look into our training peaks and what my training looks like now with a coach and what the difference is and why did I decide to get a coach? Maybe that's what I'll title this video. I don't know what I'll title it yet, but yeah, as you all know, I've coached myself since mid-2021. It's all right, yeah, wow. And coming back from like Fee passing away and Survivor, I found that as you all know as well, I tried with a different coach, but it was just very copy and paste, and there was no point. And coaches charge a fortune too. Like a lot of them charge a fortune to do like nothing. Like it's so coaching yourself is very flippin' easy. Like the basics are all there. There's that much information out there on the internet to find out for yourself. Like so. I genuinely only think there are three reasons. Make sure that's three reasons to have a coach. And one is that I just lost my page. One is you're new to the sport and you don't know what you're doing. Definitely number one. Number two, you need a coach to motivate you, which then in turn means like you're not going to actually really do anything successful in this sport, because if you can't motivate yourself, then like you're pooped anyway. So that's number two is more for the everyday Joe Blow that wants to do the sport for health and fitness and fun. And number three is you're at the pointy end, and that's kind of where I started to find myself this last few months. Was I felt like I'd gotten myself 95% of the way there, but I felt that, I've always acknowledged that to get to that right top end, I'm going to need someone with like expert knowledge, someone that can even just take that weight off my shoulders to go, like, I've got someone else like on my team their sole job is to make sure that I am hitting the sessions I should be to get my body where I want to get it. And kind of stopping as well, key thing is just stopping me from being my own worst enemy. Like as you'll know, I'm very happy to slaughter myself, very happy to push through fatigue. But sometimes in those moments, it's really hard to know, am I being a weak biatch, or like, is this a smart decision to take rest? And of course, I'm going to be too scared of being a weak biatch, so I'm not going to take the rest. So just having that someone to help guide me really through this next stage, I felt was going to be important. I never went out looking for a coach, actually. I just kind of like, I'm still kind of happy doing my own thing and coaching myself, but then I come across Mitch Kibbe and I4 coaching, and I sent him a message, and we went and had a coffee, and like we chatted for hours, and it was great. And then he said that he doesn't have the time right now to work with me, but he's got another coach that works with him, Cam, who we linked up. And for the last like close to 2 months, we've just kind of been chatting back and forwards, and he's had access to our training peaks to kind of see how I coach myself and how I've been going. And then we knew I was going to Japan as well, so like no point him jumping in, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it as well necessarily. So like what I loved was, right, I just laid down I was like very clear with what I wanted from him and where I was at. Like I'm confident in my own ability. I'm confident that I'm going to make it in this sport and make a life as a professional, and that's where I'm going. So I only want people working with me that believe and want to be a part of that journey. And number two, I was never keen on a coach coming in and going, let's delete everything you've written and I'm going to rewrite it all, because actually I do know, again, what I'm doing a fair bit. Like I have coached myself and I have results to prove that coaching has worked. So what I was really looking for, a two-way relationship. And yeah, number three, really key, was just like, I didn't want a motivator. I didn't want someone coming in, push, because like all that's going to lead to is me blowing myself up. And, that's what happened way back in 2021 when I got severely overtrained. So yeah, it's honestly just worked out great. Cam, our relationship, I genuinely respect him as a person, his career as an athlete, and his communication skills, and he seems really excited to want to work with me as well, that's what you want. So I'm really excited, crew. I'm really excited to just have that person there to be on my team and be part of this journey that believes in me, for us to go on this journey together. And a lot of what he said, I quote him on Monday. He goes, because I have put in all my training up to Sunny Coast, for him to then get a guide of like my availability and what I was kind of planning. And in his words, he comes back to me and he goes, there is no professional athlete on the planet trying to do the amount of intensity that you're doing right now. So, but he's also happy for me to keep going, and kind of my swimming's like, there's not much for him to change on my swimming. With cycling, what he's after is a bit more specificity, particularly coming into a race. He's got some good ideas that I like around the bike training. And then the run work as well, he's very happy to keep things, he's encouraging me to stay confident in being patient, which I like. We're definitely not rushing into Sunny Coast. Have a look at me. Sunny Coast is like 4 weeks away, and there is zero ambitions for Sunny Coast, unfortunately, but it's just the way it is. It'll still be a good, first hit out, but nothing fancy's coming your way, crew. The real goal is New Zealand in March next year. That's the main goal. That's 7 months away, but we're going to effectively keep training through Sunny Coast and hope to have a good performance at Melbourne. And but we're also going to keep some Ironman work in there, because New Zealand really is that goal. So to get the most out of that, I will need to start that Ironman training a bit earlier. So after the last training video I did, I got a little bit sick for a week before Japan. Unfortunately, obviously I was on the limit, and I went to work, and one of my clients, he sounded sick, and I was like, are you sick? And he's like, nah. And then this day goes on, we're in the car, and he's coughing and spluttering. And anyway, I ended up next day waking up feeling sick, and whether that was directly from him or I was going to catch it from somewhere, and unfortunately it just happened to work out that way, which was frustrating. So the last week before Japan was much more minimal. I just kept doing like a session a day, just something to keep things ticking over, because I wasn't super sick. I was just kind of had a slight little dry cough and just what you feel like, run down, snotty nose, sore throat. Japan was epic. It was great. I was good, healthy, and had an epic time in Japan. Honestly, absolutely loved it. It was so good. And then we had a flight from Tokyo to Cairns, which was overnight, and I didn't really, neither Ruby or I slept. And then we had a flight from Cairns to Melbourne, which was 4 hours, and it seemed like every second person was coughing their lungs up. And just like no care for hygiene or anything. Like, I don't know what's happened since COVID, but like people were just openly coughing everywhere. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh shit, this is not good. And what do you know? Both Ruby and I got back and we got sick for a week. So, and then just started to feel better before my surgery. Surgery yesterday, bang. And then couldn't do anything yesterday, obviously. And today I'm going to try to do a little trainer ride. Tomorrow, Sunday's Ruby's birthday, but I work from 7:30 until 5:30. So she wants to spend tomorrow, Saturday, with me all day. So then basically my weekend's gone. So what I'm saying here is it's not been good. Training has not been good for about 3 weeks. But that's kind of like also, I kind of pre-planned that this would be my end of season break. It's like, that's how I'm kind of viewing it. Like, I had a really massive 8 months training, made a lot of progress on my knee, got to the point that I could now schedule races, and what we're at now, I believe, is kind of the next season is the comeback season. I have a coach now as well, still with my strength coach as well. They're working together as well, which was a really important thing for me, that the whole team collaborates well. And we're working together towards a racing season. So I'm really excited for what's next. And I'm really excited for what's next, crew. Like, I'm genuinely really, really, really excited. Hope I get that across, because when you've been your own cheerleader, your own coach for so long, to have someone there now that I have confidence in to help me get that final 5%, I'm excited for what we can do together, and I know that the time will come and the results will come, and it's only a matter of time. So let me give you an insight to my training peaks, because you know what? If people are going to share the good moments, I will also share the bad moments. And you're about to see what I'm talking about when you see my fitness graph. There you go, crew. So you can see end of July, it kind of plateaus a bit, and then, yeah, obviously I go away, get sick, blah, blah, blah. It's been 3 weeks. There's plenty of rest there. And it ain't looking pretty at all. So I can scroll back to like, where are we? Monday, 15th of July. Yeah, look, I'm sick. We got a few little things in there. Swim, jog, gym, that day's alright. 3-hour ride, short ride. Anyway, you get the gist. There's bits and pieces all throughout there. What happened there? Oh, I'm in Japan. Oh, I was in Japan. These runs were in Japan. These were these runs that I almost died from the humidity. And then, yeah, as you can see, just a few things. Oh, car service, that didn't... They had to put a part in, and then they got the wrong part, and then anyway, so that wasted like 6 hours of my morning, because I was waiting for 6 hours before they told me they had the wrong part. Anyway, and then I got another car service on Monday to get that sorted, and then anyway, it's been a few days of like decent training, and then here we are. So, what kind of difference? What does training look like next week? So next week, my coach has gone in and we've done training. So we've got some 8-minute low cadence efforts. Then run, we're starting to put some interval running in, just mild, and all it is all effort based, which I like. He wants me just going based off perceived exertion with the paces as a guide. So that's positive, and I haven't really done any hard work on the run for a while, so we've got to really ease in to see how that knee responds. Swim, my 100 set as usual. You know that, guys know that set. Easy run, easy ride. Then we've got a VO2 workout that's going to be 3 sets of 6 30 second on, 30 second off. So she's giving me a death set. But I'm excited for that because I think that I should be able to build that one quite high pretty quickly. A 5K swim, gym set, long run, with some strides at the end, 3 hour easy ride. Saturday we got this one was like when Cam messaged me and said like all the training's up, he was like, yeah, just be aware like it's going to be a lot lower than I had put in. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of pissed myself laughing because I had on this Saturday, I had a 6 hour ride with 6 by 20 minute efforts with 5 minutes in between. And the 20 minute efforts were all between 300 to 320 watts. And he's replaced that with mainly an aerobic ride with then 4 15-minute efforts at kind of 256 to 269 watts, but a slightly lower cadence. So a hell of a lot easier set. Into the 50 swim, gym set, then big day, just a 45-minute run. So that gives you a brief little idea of what my training looks like. Still got some solid swimming in there. Still got 3 gym sets. That's the plan. I can't remember if we do next week, but it should be 3 gym sets. But I think because of the car service, I can't. I'm only doing 2. And running is slowly building, and I'm happy with that. The knee's been good the last month, so I'm confident. We're just trying to be patient, build the right way, and now with Cam helping stop me from running around like a headless chook and stop me from burying myself kind of needlessly, what I have is a confidence that we're building consistently and the right way to goals next year. And I believe that they will come true. So, yes, things aren't great right now, but it's basically my end of season, end of year break, and because I'm going to be working right through Christmas into next year. So, yeah, that's my coaching update, team, and my update of sickness and holiday and sickness and surgery. But you can only control what you can only control, team, and worry about yourself. So, there we go. I'm going to have some brekkie, probably do some tidying. I also just want to give my car a bit of a wipe down because it's getting serviced on Monday. It's still like pretty clean because I gave it a good clean like just a week ago and it's not rained. So she's still pretty clean, but I like taking my car to the mechanic and it being like spotless because it's true. If someone gives you something nice, like they're going to look after it more. It's just a basic like subconscious thing. So if you give your car to a mechanic and it looks like trash, what do you think they're going to think about it? Like, come on, Crow, use your brain. I just chucked up a post on Insta with some pics from Japan, just linking my Japan YouTube to my Insta. Gosh, it was so pretty. It's actually insane. What a country. Doing some dishes. I got Spanian on in the background. He's just in South Korea. That man's ability to just like video himself in public without giving 2 poops. Inspirational. If he can do full videos in public in the most awkward situations, then I think I can video myself at home by myself or out on a ride. So funny man. So I'm well aware this is a pretty boring video for you guys, but I also wanted to give you guys a proper look at what life is like right now, you know? No fake pretending to be out there doing epic sessions, because I'm not, crew. So, this is what life looks like right now. Mad athlete. Nah, the next vid, trust me, we are looking to how training's progressing and things will be back on track, crew. So thank you for coming along on this journey with me. That's what it's about. It's about the highs, it's about the lows, and the everyday struggle, the everyday everyday struggle that we all go through for whatever goal we're going towards, you know. We all have struggles and we all have ups and downs, and that's the way it is. That's fine, crew. You just make the most of the situation you got, because I don't know, I enjoy what I do. I mean, I bloody enjoy the journey. I enjoyed the hard. I enjoy the craziness of trying to make life as a professional athlete. I genuinely enjoy the process, crew, so that's what I'm here to show you. I think I'm going to do a little bit of trimming of the little herb garden as well. So I'll do that, wipe my car down. First I'll have some brekkie, and then we'll jump on the trainer, I reckon. I'm doing a bit of a botch job, like not going to a actual car wash, just because I didn't want to pay when it really, like, I can just give it a wipe down. Don't worry, this cloth is already wet. I'm not an idiot. I'm not rubbing a dry cloth on my bonnet. Wouldn't dare do that. Just give her a little wipe down, crew. Get her sparkly. If any of you guys have cars like mine that have black plastic trim and it's a little bit older, like your car's getting a bit older, this stuff, there's now a newer version, but this older version is actually better. Maguire's trim detailer, this stuff, honestly, even for like all the rubber seals and stuff in your car, it like helps so much. That brings them back to life. It's just like, picture using it's polish on the paint or conditioner in your hair. It just brings that moisture back to life. This is not an ad. I wish it was an ad. Just give the wheels and tyres a bit of a perk up. Bit of a dust off. Get them looking schmick, crew. I can't whistle. Just a bit cleaner though. I'm just making my second choff. Straight back into it. Gosh, I love coffee. And then I'm going to jump on the trainer. We'll see. Might just do 2 hours. Honestly, I feel so relaxed. Like, I think... And then I just did a quick Google, and it's like, yeah, apparently... Look, I haven't had a general anaesthetic for years, but apparently it can really, like, keep you relaxed for a good couple days. So... just feel really calm and chill. It's really nice. Maybe that's why people take drugs. I'll jump on the trainer and we'll spin the legs over for a couple hours. If I don't feel really up to it, I'll just stop. No real benefit to just smash myself when I don't feel like it for no reason right now. So also the other thing is just to keep note, it's like I just really don't feel like eating, and so like I really haven't eaten that much. So like if I feel tired and like, then yeah, I'm just gonna push my body past what it's ready for. So We'll just spin the legs over for a couple hours, I reckon. That'll do. Good. Oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned it as well. Not sure, but in my Japan video, they did really good coffee in Japan. That is a place that I wouldn't expect to get good coffee. Yeah. Got to keep the coffee machine schmick. That thing has lasted well, actually. It's been a good couple of years. I do highly recommend one of these. There's like, what you can obviously spend way more. I think these retail for like $650 or $700 or something, and you can obviously spend way more. But I've used some like real fancy ones. Honestly, like, can I taste like $2,500 difference? No. I think that the main benefit of those nicer ones is actually the process, and the frother is way quicker, like, and everything is just a little bit, like, if you enjoy making coffee, then yeah, some of the nicer ones are a bit like nicer, if that makes sense. I haven't taken my asthma puffers just because I actually can't, like, with my lip get, like, I can't actually take them. So we'll very much just be spinning the legs, and the old heart rate might be slightly higher than usual. We shall see. Where should we ride? Where should we ride? Maybe the old Tempest Future, hey? Just start out real easy spin, crew. Then I gotta keep checking my phone, make sure Ruby's not coming home early. Oh well, I'm gonna settle in, put Spanian back on, watch some other things on YouTube. My Japan video, put up 2 days ago, it's already got 2,000 views, so that's good. Clearly you guys enjoyed that video, keen to have a suss of my trip, so thanks for watching if you did. If you haven't, go have a suss if you care. If you don't, not much I can do about that. Well, it's a nice day. It does seem like the weather is turning, you know, a little bit. Maybe I'm being a bit optimistic, but maybe the worst of winter is done. Fingers crossed, hey crew. We're an hour and 10 in, and I thought I'll just have a look at my YouTube, just because I knew that Japan video was doing like well, it was getting lots of views. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but just in the last hour I had another 400 views, so we're already up to 2.4 thousand views. But people like it. That's good, crew. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. I was just, but what this YouTube is about sharing with people an in-depth look into someone aspiring to live a dream. I think that I haven't found a lot of people that on YouTube that share their story from the start. They start sharing once they have made it to where they want to go, and maybe I will never be great at this sport or in the top 10 in the world. I don't know. But what I share this for is to hopefully there's people out there that maybe this encourages to, even when you look like this, you can aspire to do something great and live your life, because you only get one. So do what you love, because who really cares? I have something I've written for a post for Instagram. I'll share that with you now. It says, don't be afraid to fail. Lots of F's in this, unfortunately. Don't be afraid to fail. No one will remember or care, but what they will remember is that you grabbed life by the balls and soaked up every drop this crazy ride has to offer. No matter what walk of life, half-hearted mediocrity only leads to what-ifs and if-onlys. Better to have tried and failed than not given it everything and live a life of regrets and excuses. There you go, crew. I'm going to keep tapping away. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. Wow, it's true love when I look like this. Hey? Whew. What a handsome man. Ruby's a lucky girl. There we go, crew. That's 3 hours done. 101 kilometres done. Feel pretty good. Just, yeah, nice easy afternoon swim. Good to have gotten 3 hours in. And thanks for coming along. Thanks for looking at my manky lip. And, hopefully next time we catch up, I'm looking a bit more schmick. And we're getting stuck into some real solid training. So stick around, because it's the comeback season, baby. Let's go. See you at the next one.